Good evening, everyone, and welcome to After Hours with Team William O'Neill India for today's September 27th session. So, as disclaimer, please do not consider this presentation podcast as a recommendation to buy or sell the security. All the information is just intended for educational purposes only. Okay, so let's start with today's Nifty action. So there was a gap down opening in the Nifty, but after the gap down opening, it made a new low. The 200 DMA was breached. The fresh low was made. So yesterday around 80 there was a low, and I think today Nifty breached that 16950 level. But from then there was again a rebound, and Nifty tried to move about 17100 level. It did it, but it again failed it. So it was merry-go-round types. It was a very thrill ride today, but a range bound. So broaderly, agar aap dekhiye broader range. So what we were discussing yesterday also. So 200 on the higher side, if you can see, and just a second. So 200 on the higher side, if you can see, and on the lower side, a range somewhere around the 17,000 level is giving a very good support to the Nifty. So I think till the time this range is hold, maybe 17,000 के थोड़ा 20-30 point नीचे आ रहा है, just due to the 200 DMA and a good support at that point of time. But on the higher side, it is not able to move above the 150-200 level. So let's see how the consolidation continues tomorrow, if we get a breakout or breakdown on any side. Now, the most important thing today is, like yesterday, we have downgraded to a downtrend, right? So now, how to spot bottom? अभी हम एक बार downtrend में तो आ गए, तो अभी क्या देखने का? So just after first point, when we go to downtrend, the first thing that we look for is the day one, right? So what is the day one? So day one is कि जब निफ्टी एक लो बना के फर्स्ट टाइम पॉजिटिव क्लोज होता है, या फिर सेकंड कंडीशन इज the first time Nifty closes in the upper half of the day's range after making a fresh low. So today Nifty made a fresh low, so we remain in a correction. The first condition was not fulfilled because Nifty didn't close higher. It closed in the red, though briefly, but it never closed in the green today. The second point, closing in the upper half of the day's range, that also has not happened. So today we will not consider as a day one. So now tomorrow, if Nifty holds above the today's low and closes in green or close in the upper half of the day's range, ये दोनों में से कोई भी एक condition satisfy हो जाता है, then we will consider it as a day one of an attempted rally. So now we want to spot if Nifty is trying to attempt a rally or not. So firstly, we will try to identify day one. Once we get the day one, we will look for the day two, the second day, and no conditions over there, just that the correction low should not breach. जो भी correction low बनता है वो breach नहीं होना चाहिए. Then we consider it as a day one. Similarly, day three, and whenever we get a day three, the market status changes to a rally attempt. And once we get a rally attempt, we look for a 1.5% gain on a Nifty. Okay, and the volume should be higher than the previous session. So two condition, 1.5% gain. दूसरा है कि volume previous session से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. If you get these two conditions satisfied, you get a follow through day and you move to a confirmed uptrend. So this is how the path will be, and this is what we are looking for now in the Nifty. On the flip side, making lower lows is not in your control. Okay, the best thing is to exit the position that are below, according to O'Neill, that are below 50 DMA, 200 DMA. टेक्निकल वीकनेस हो रहा है, हाई वॉल्यूम पे सेलिंग आ रहा है, तो ऐसी मार्केट में जब डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे का क्लस्टरिंग हुआ, 3 बैक टू बैक गए, थर्सडे फ्राइडे मंडे, इतना डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे का क्लस्टरिंग होता है, then it always becomes tough for market to rebound sharply. So every time you cannot expect a V-shaped recovery. So hence it is important to manage your position that way. Now, if you look at Nifty 50 today, yes, it made a new low. I think the closing price not updated still, otherwise this candle is red. So we are not closed in the green, but just, I think, almost flat to negative closing tha. But again, the closing was above 200 DMA, and the volume was also on the above average volume. Now, yesterday we discussed a couple of sectors, so auto and banks. So today it's time for IT. So let's discuss that. So this was under pressure since last 6 months itself, and it made a low. Whenever the Nifty tried to rally, I think this point of time, Nifty में अच्छा rally आया था, almost 3,000 points का rally, but IT never participated over there. So it made a double bottom over here, right around 26,200, 400 zone, and from there it tried to move higher, but again it failed around 30,500 zone. So yesterday it rebounded from its previous low. So यहाँ पे जो 26,400, 200, 400 वाला था, वहां तक Nifty IT आ गया था, and from there it rebounded, and today also it is up almost around 1%. So if Nifty IT holds, then it will be a support to index, because last time the banks gave a very good support, so there was an excellent rally. The autos were supporting, but this time let's see if IT can hold these levels. On the flip side, if you see that these levels are not hold and Nifty IT breaches the 26,000 level, then you might see some fresh selling over here in the IT sector. So guys, we discuss about the levels, about the market conditions, what to look for every day. And that's very important for your investment journey, your trading journey, right? But one more thing which is very important, that is about the cyber security. And today we have with us the head of IT as well as the technology at William O'Neill India, Neeraj Khanna. He will be discussing few things which is very important for your investment journey. These are not levels, guys. These are not index, but the cyber security tips, because this will help you protect your investments. So over to you, Neeraj.
Thank you, Rushit. Good afternoon, everyone. So I will just go through a few important points. I think that everybody should be aware. I'm sure most of you are already aware, but still it is important that I communicate from our side what we feel is important. Firstly, you should, as much as possible, not try to disclose any information about your investments and portfolios to anyone. This could become a potential risk for you. People may try to exploit that information to get various gains in different forms and methods. The other thing is you should not share your passwords and PINs or any other confidential information related to any of your accounts. I'm not just talking about your MarketSmith accounts, even other information related to your other accounts you should not share with anybody. We never ask you. Somebody could be giving you a call pretending to be from our company, asking you for confidential information, but we never ask any confidential information. And if you get any doubt, please report to us, because they may, find creative ways of doing fraud and pretend to be somebody from our organization asking for your personal confidential information, which is something that we do not ask. The other thing is, all your passwords are encrypted with us, so even our staff is not able to see any of those passwords, so they should not be able to get into your account unless you allow them or you permit them to view something. And even if you have to discuss your password with any of our representative for troubleshooting any issue, you should immediately do a reset password. You should change your passwords immediately. A lot of people have this habit of keeping similar passwords across their accounts and websites. Please try to avoid this, because if one of your passwords in one of your sites get compromised, then that's a risk to you. They can use that information to try and maybe get into your Gmail or maybe get into your MarketSmith account. It can be exploited in various forms. So please try and use different passwords for different accounts and sites, especially the sensitive accounts that you have related to your financial transactions or anything like that. Also be aware of any emails that come to you. Please check the sender. It is very much possible that somebody could send you a phishing email pretending to be somebody from MarketSmith India, giving you an offer which takes you to a link, gets all your information, and then you realize that it is actually a fraud. So please check the sender carefully. before opening any link or any email. Yeah, all emails from our side will be from either williamoneillindia.com or marketsmithindia.com or tradersmithindia.com. They cannot be from any other domain. So please check if you get any promotional emails or any campaign emails. Please double check what kind of email address is the sender before opening any link from there. Also, we make sure that the customer data is not shared with anyone, whether it's partners, business partners, or whether it's any other third party. Your information is kept secure in our servers. Your passwords are totally encrypted. We do not. This is only for reference purposes, for compliance purposes. We do not share this information. So please bear in mind some of these tips. And have a safe online experience for anything that you do. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Neeraj. This was very helpful. So not only making money, but protecting the things also very important in this cybersecurity. So now let's continue with today's top gainers and losers. So if you see the defensive names, the Cipla, Tata Consumer, are here. So Power Grid, after the news that the government about the REC news coming up, it was again up around 2%. Sree Cement, the cement stocks remain in momentum, and IndusInd Bank was among the top winners. On the flip side, the Hero Motor continues to go down. Even Adani Ports. So yesterday also Adani Port was among the top losers. Today also it's in the list. Titan, Tata Steel, and SBI Life are some others 1 to 2% down. On the index side, if you look, today there was expiry for Nifty Financial Service, and it was very volatile. I think the Nifty banks as well as the financial service was very volatile. And if you look at the auto, that was also 0.5% down. On the flip side, if you talk about the defensive games, Nifty, FMCG, IT were up. So as we discuss about the ITs, there is a strong support near 26K to 26,500 level. So these are the important level to watch for the Nifty IT. Media was up around 0.3% today. The metals again declined 0.8 to 9% today. The pharma was helping the index. The Cipla was the top gainer today and the Nifty. And again, the PSU, private banks, and the realty sector were down. So no major swings in the sectorial front. But yes, that was a very mixed action as far as the sectors are concerned. Some key news very quickly. HFCL got order worth 202 crore. Infosys inaugurated a digital center in Canada. Edelweiss board approved the public issue for debentures of 1,000 at the face value of 1,000 each to get rupees 200 crore, aggregating up to 400 crore. GPT Infra approved 1:1 bonus issue of equity shares. So these were some key news. And if you look at the US futures, they are trading higher as of now. But after some 5 days of sharp fall in the US, now let's see if it is able to hold today and what happens tomorrow morning. But this is, guys, very difficult market to navigate. And just to make it simple, you can join at 7:30 p.m. today. Vitucha, can you post the link in the chat box? So Vishal Mehta, Ankur Pandey, Pankaj, and Vivek all will be joining our head of research Mayuresh Joshi in the today's evening webinar, Markets the Way Ahead. So how to navigate, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities in the market, all will be discussed. So if possible, do join. So thank you for attending today's session.